Now, probably at the end of the this webinar, I am sharing one technique which is, which was given by Dr. Antonis, and I do practice it. But please be aware that this is slightly challenging and dangerous to follow. And but if you can try to extracted teeth, I do it in, as a last resort. But people have posted cases. Now, this principle is based on a fact that if you have files which are bendable, because martensite face can be bent, then that is an advantage you can use to treat severely curved canal, especially the hook type one. So if you see this case, I know that the whole canal here, probably till it is very wide. You put 15 number, I'm sure that till here, the 15 number file will easily go. But the real problem is this curvature. And then this curvature, the hand file may be reaching here. Okay. But you have to pre-code the hand files. But the hand file will not go easily in this curvature. Okay. Because it can contact in this area also. So the principle is you take 6% 20, and till where you have straight canals, you enlarge as much as possible. So now your hand file has to concentrate only on this portion. So what do you do? Generally, if you see that we have pre-curved hand files, that is the way you find the curvature. There is no other way to find the curvature or the direction when you are doing the clinical case. So you bend your hand file, pre-curve, rotate, and you take the help of a direction of the stopper, the marking on it, and see where is the curvature. Okay. So once you know the direction of curvature, you have to bend the NiTi files in the same way you have bent the hand instrument. Okay. But the thing is, you are not supposed to you are not supposed to run the instrument before putting into the canal. You have to put into the canal, and you have to engage this curvature the same way which is there into that junction of curvature. Okay. And then start your motor. I know it appears to be very scary, but this can be only done with the control memory files. Please don't try it with the files which you don't feel confident, and this should not be used very often. But this is called as tactile controlled activation, and you can search the literature. There are some literatures which do explain this technique. So once you do this, the canals open up. The canals open up, and then you can take 4% 20 to this length, and then do the biomechanical preparation. So I have done few cases in this way. And sometimes when you do this or any difficult case, you should always look at your NiTi instruments. If you are in this phase of, if you have a little quantity of martensite or austenitic also, you should always look at the blade. If the blade widen, it is the time to discard it. Okay, because we should not be using this file. There is very high chances of fracture. Then in curved canals, you should also know that you should not use too much of EDTA, because you will transport it. You will transport, and because the roots cannot be estimated how thin they are, and you may end up transporting, and then you are always tense whether the case would heal. But yes, if you can reach the proper canal curvature, the cases can still succeed. In curved canals, the literature clearly says that probably use a non-cutting NiTi tip, because even though you push it, they won't perforate. But if you have use habit of lot of EDTA gel and then keep on pushing with hand instrument also, you can sometimes transport. So you have to be very careful, extremely in curved canals. Then point 6, whether there is any difference in irrigation in curved canals. Yes, if you are enlarging at 4%, the ultrasonic efficiency will reduce. There is less delivery of irrigant. If you just enlarge to 4%, if you have that 6% from top to beginning, there is more. And there are people who do feel that defects are formed in the canal if you use ultrasonics. Please remember that you should be doing passive ultrasonic irrigation. We don't do biomechanical preparation with ultrasonics with that irrigation device. Do not push the tip. 60%, 60 seconds per canal is sufficient. And nowadays you have softer, flexible tips of ultrasonic, which are non-cutting. And ultrasonic sometimes feel beneficial, because not every case you may be able to reach the apex with the hand instruments or rotary instruments. Sometimes probably thermoplasticize can help you a better way if you have a nice irrigation protocol. So this article also says that 60 seconds is safe for ultrasonic, and even if you have defect, that happens after 60 seconds. If you have an active ultrasonic irrigation, that is you push the tips, but that also is very negligent compared, so you really don't have to worry so much. But of course, 4% enlargement, you should not have a habit of pushing the ultrasonic tips, although they are just 2%. Coming to the obturation of curved canals, okay, I tried to find the literature. Uh, Literature says that single cone is not good for curved canals. Of course, we know single cone obturation is not good for any cases. But if you have lateral obturation and continuous wave obturation, both are sometimes found to be very beneficial. Is there any difference in between the way you obturate the curved canals? I don't think that I have not personally found any difference, but yes, sometimes you may have to bend the GP if there is an acute curvature. Okay, so that can help you to reach. And of course, you are doing thermoplasticus obturation, then stainless steel pluggers will not reach the deeper portion because they don't bend, and pluggers are generally of a bigger size. So you do have one from Sibron which has NITI Eld. Please invest in a good pluggers, for thermoplasticize. They are really ergonomic and better to handle. And the tips, if you want really to get a maximum benefit of obturation curved canal, then NITI tips are essential. Or for beginners, you can use stainless steel also. And people tend to ask, I have a thermoplasticize, I use fast pack device, or you use any unit. They tend to ask me whether it will work in curved canals. Please remember that the tips of the down pack device are made up of carbon, soft steel. They tend to bend, that's why if you have a smaller tip, their life is less, but they can help you to obturate deeper, curved cases in a better way. So curved canals can also you can do, but you need to have hand pluggers. Plus, your tip may have to be replaced for the down pack devices. There is nothing like thermoplasticized device. I know there are limitations. People want to do everything fast. Sometimes I have been there, but the thermoplasticized device takes time and requires practice. But eventually, all of us we have to reach there. For example, now if you want to practice the way we are thinking about personal protective equipment, I don't know when we'll end up, into a full-fledged practice. But the same way, if we can incorporate the PP and all, if you are thinking, then probably in endodontics, we may have to shift to thermoplasticus obturation. Okay. So last, which is the best sealer for curved canals? There is, each sealer has some advantage or disadvantage, but it is not decided by the sealer. It is actually decided the way you apply the sealer into the canal. That's what the studies say. So I use the pulp canal sealer EWT, which is very good, and it is very good for thermoplasticus obturation. Of course, the AH plus sealer is also gold standard. And you may ask me whether I can use bioceramic sealer. Yes, you can also use it in curved canals. You have a lot of literature which is supporting it. When I attended a webinar recently, I attended one webinar where he said that you should always promise less and deliver more. That's what is very important. And in current world, because we are so much associated, we see dentistry on social media, we tend to think that probably skill doesn't matter. All these cases are only done because they have so much of skill, and skill comes over a period of time. But he said it clearly that if you are talking to the patient and patient tend to ask that, okay, you tell them case is difficult, and he will ask you, doctor, whether do you think you can do it? And many a times we overpromise and there is chance that the case may not succeed. So I always explain to my patient that it is very difficult. I ask them to give more time. Okay, I don't hurry up to do treatment for difficult cases, because difficult cases are really rare. You may get one case. I have shown you so many entomologist cases. but I do feel I got one or two in 1 year, which is very nice. So promise less, deliver more, no matter which file system you use. Every case can be followed if you follow these, can be done if you follow this protocol. So I'm really thankful for your time, and I hope that this webinar was of some use, and I'm ready to take your questions.